Hey everybody, this is Guru Francis Big Boy Screamer, and today we're going to be talking about the COVID restrictions for the upcoming GSBA USA Western Regional / Battle in the Desert. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Guru Francis Big Boy Screamer, and today we're going to be talking about the COVID restrictions or the COVID rules for the upcoming Battle in the Desert / GSBA USA Western Regional. So let's get this going. Let's talk about the fighters first. Fighters, in order for you to compete at the upcoming GSBA USA Western Regional / Battle in the Desert tournament, whether it's a novice or the advanced division, regardless, you are required to wear a mask at all times, especially during your matches. Now, if your mask falls off, we will allow you to take off your helmet with the referee's permission to just fix it or readjust it or whatnot. But that's what you are required to wear your mask at all times. If you take your helmet off for any other reason besides fixing your face mask in between rounds, and you do not have the referee's permission, there could be a point deduction and or disqualification, because that is still within the rule set of GSBA as well as Battle in the Desert. So you must wear mask at all times. Now, are you required to be vaccinated? The answer is no, you're not required to be vaccinated. We would like for you to be vaccinated, but you're not required to be vaccinated, because I know that there are people that can't get vaccinated either for medical reasons, sincerely held religious beliefs, or anybody who's under the age of 12. Hey, I completely, to each its own. I've always believed that. So you're not required to get to get the vaccine, but you are required to get a COVID test or a PCR 3 days or 72 hours prior to the day of the tournament. Okay, so the tournament opens at 8 a.m. So 72 hours prior to that, you must show us a clearance, a COVID clearance, a PCR test that says that you're all clear that you're COVID free, that you're eligible to compete at the upcoming tournament. Without that, or without the vaccination, you will not be allowed to compete. Even if you paid me already, we will not give you a refund. You will not be allowed to compete. We will not also, as far as if you are vaccinated, we will only take two types of vaccination proof, which is the state sanctioned one. If you from California or wherever state you're coming from, we'll post the website right here for California for you to check your to get us your digital copy of your vaccination status, or the actual physical card, not a photo of your vaccine card. We will not take a photo of your vaccine card. The only digital copy we're going to be bringing is the one that is state sanctioned. And again, you can get it from this website. Now, the internet there is very spotty. So I would highly suggest that you bring the physical card anyway. I know those are, if you don't want to lose those, I get that. You just want to take your photos. No, I'm sorry. We will only accept the physical card or the state sanctioned website. Now, again, we're going to be up in the mountains, so I'm not 100% sure how great the internet connection is going to be. I know mine's not that great when I'm up there. So again, folks, bring the card or bring the state sanctioned one as well, the one that is state issued. Without those, and without the COVID negative test 72 hours prior, you will not compete at the tournament, regardless of whatever you tell me. Okay, if you paid me already, sorry, I'm keeping that money, because we're making it very clear that you have to have one of those two things in order for you to compete at the tournament. That also applies to your coaches, to your cornermen. Okay, so during the live stake division, you are allowed 2 cornermen for your division, for your fight. So those 2 people that are going to be standing next to you are also required to get one of those 2 things. Without that, they can't corner you. Okay, now let's talk about the judges and referees. Judges and referees, we are not requiring you to be vaccinated. We would like for you to be vaccinated, but we're not requiring you to be vaccinated. If you are a referee, we are asking that you have the COVID clear test 3 days prior, or your vaccination or your vaccine card. Again, either the state sanctioned one or the physical COVID card is when we'll allow you to referee. For judges, you're not required to do that. You're just, but you are required to wear a mask at all times. I know referees, judges, you guys are just volunteering, and we are so very, very grateful. but we are living in a post-pandemic world, so we have to kind of make this adjustment. If you choose not to do that, we understand, of course, but you know that the tournament cannot run and cannot function without you guys, so we just kind of need your a little bit of help on this one. If you know, for you to be able to provide one of those two things if you wish to referee. Now let's talk about spectators. Spectators, you are not required to get a PCR test or a COVID-free test, and you're not required to be vaccinated. But again, just like everybody else, you are required to wear a mask at all times. We will be providing some seatings, but I would suggest that if you bring your own chair, I know that might not be feasible for everybody, but if you bring your own chair so that you can social distance, I think that might be the best bet you have to do. But you are not required to be vaccinated, and you're not required to show us your PCR test. But there will be, and this goes for everybody in all the categories, you are required, we are going to do a temperature check before you enter the door. And should you have a temperature in that time, I'm sorry, we will not let you in, and you will not be getting a refund as a fighter. So those are the COVID restrictions, and these are the restrictions that only applies to the GSBA USA Western Regional Tournament / Battle in the Desert Tournament. This does not mean that this is the same rules that's going to be held at Midwest region, and as well as the World Championship in Bad, Germany. Every county, every state, even every country has their own policies, and this is the policy that we've set aside here at Battle in the Desert / GSBA USA Western Regional. Should you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email us at this email address, and we'll get, and subject a question regarding COVID, please put that down and we'll get to you as soon as possible. Remember, registration opens on February 26th till March 19th. After that, it's going to be in-person registration. Until then, my name is Guru Francis. Peace out, God bless, and we'll see you in Battle in the Desert.